Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hello and welcome to Clerks Minute, the show where we break down the 1994 Kevin Smith classic, one indecisive customer minute at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And Happy New Year to everybody. This is New Year's Day morning as you're hearing this, so happy 2018 to everybody listening. Trust me, these holiday shows were not planned. It's how it's laid out. You know, we did a Christmas episode last week, and now we're here for New Year's. So there you go. Welcome to the holiday.
Well, it can't get any worse than 2017.
This is a valid point. So, we are
wait a minute. Why do I have the feeling that I just told Fate, just saying that made Fate go, hold my beer?
You know what? As long as our numbers don't go down right now, I'm not worried about much else in doing this podcast. So, we are back, and we are here to discuss the post-Star Wars conversation. We're back after Star Wars. Thank you, by the way, to all our Star Wars Week guests last week. So thank you to everybody there to end our year on a very, very high note. We were at minute 32, and we were in RST video, and Randal is just being an asshole. There's really no other way of putting this. There really is no better way of putting this. We have a customer in here who is pretty much just wanting to know about the movie she's holding.
Oh, by the way, we forgot about the word.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Hang on a second. No, and we'll go. But before we get into the actual stuff, thank you, Kyle, for reminding me. What is our word for this sequence?
Vagary. An unexpected and inexplicable change in a situation or in someone's behavior.
All right, so forget about the words.
Yeah, okay.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were saying here. The lady here is just annoyed because Randal won't tell her the movies that she's holding because he's literally reading the paper and ignoring her for every single thing. My personal favorite is that you've never heard anyone say anything bad about either movie. I find it best to stay out of other people's affairs.
Valid point.
Very, very funny. So who is this indecisive customer as it is in the script?
Donna Jean, and this is one of two credits for her. The other one is shooting Clerks as indecisive customer.
Of course she'd be in shooting Clerks just like everybody else. Why wouldn't she? It feels like there's a lot of people. We're gonna have to watch this fucking movie. I gotta get in touch with Scott, and maybe we can get a hold of this movie so we can watch this movie. We'll do it at the Patreon show down the road. So we were trying to figure out what the hell movie he's holding, but I think they're intentionally filtered a little bit off just so you can't read the covers because they are pretty much saying that Randall's pretty much saying the movies suck, which is the main reason why we can't read the covers. One thing I am noticing, though, on the wall, on the freeze frame wall, there is a random hockey video, like right here by the door. It's just random. I don't know who it is. Knowing the time frame, it looks like Gretzky in L.A., so that makes a lot of sense, knowing the time frame we're in. And one day we're gonna have to actually try to read these signs. Unfortunately, this isn't a Blu-ray where we can just zoom in and read things. But there's a lot of shit on those walls we're going to have to one day figure out. Maybe in a future minute we'll have to figure all this out. It's driving me nuts, though, that there's actually, like, VHS tapes below Randal. Yeah. It's driving me nuts to not put away. I used to work at a video store, and it's driving me fucking crazy. Those aren't put away right now. My OCD is driving me nuts.
Well, then again, this is Randal we're talking about.
It's true. My OCD is driving me crazy with that. Meanwhile, outside... And I've never seen this before because I don't watch this that closely. Yeah. One of those minute-by-minute things. We have to pay attention to details. On the outside, we have Jay talking to Bob on the very outside. And one thing I never noticed, because, again, not paying attention, is Jay looking at the window, and then he starts licking the window, and then he starts miming a blowjob. Because he's Jay, so why not?
He licked the window? Does he know what people do on those things?
Apparently mime blowjobs. That's what they do on this movie. It's so Jay being Jay. Because I see we saw him doing that on Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. And we were there at that show a couple years back. That's straight out of Jay's personality. It's just fucking funny as hell.
Makes you wonder if he licked the bronze Fonz.
Would it surprise you? Honestly,
No.
would it surprise you at all?
Probably not.
Nothing would surprise me at that point. What's funny is that I want to know what Kevin told them outside this window. Like, just be you. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna see you. Just be you.
Yeah.
He just turns around and starts doing that.
Yeah, nobody's gonna see you. Blatant lies.
Don't worry, the window's not see-through whatsoever.
Oh, it's just a one-way glass.
Knowing Jay, he was fucking high on something probably at this time anyway. He probably has no idea.
He probably thought he was the Lizard King.
Oh my god! But it's so random. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, Jay? And why? Why are you doing that? Oh man! Well, the one thing about this is that not a whole lot is happening. I have to say, I'd love to know what Randall's reading about, but I know this leads into the egg scene, which we do talk about with Sean at the end of the week. But it's just so fucking weird that he's just kind of sitting there with his feet on the counter, just fuck you. Yeah. Just fuck you. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
I always thought it would have been more fitting for him to be watching a movie and just going, yeah,
Well, didn't he just do that like right before this? That's how we got to the Star Wars scene?
I think, yeah.
He was sitting at the counter watching Star Wars. Yeah. And that's when he left.
Yeah, Star Wars with sound effects that sound like a dollar store ray gun.
If you missed that was before the Star Wars conversation on this show. That was fucking funny as hell.
The only thing they were missing is the fire! Drop your gun!
Because this is, of course, an indie film in the 90s, and they don't want to deal with Lucasfilm at the time. Lucasfilm. I don't blame them for that whatsoever. So, while we're here talking Lucasfilm going into Disney, this is not old news. It was the timing of when this post is perfect. What do you, as the movie guy, think of the Disney-Fox merger?
I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, is the Disney buying Fox? Or...
What's going on is they're going to buy the movie properties and pretty much make it so they can merge everything with the MCU.
Oh, so
everything. They're buying the movie properties, period. They're buying the whole thing.
Oh.
20th Century Fox is going over to Disney.
Oh. Wow.
That's as of the time of this recording. It sounds like it's going to be official very, very soon. So that'll be the beginning of 2018 when everything goes official.
Wouldn't this border on an antitrust thing?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the weird part about this whole situation going on right now. So Disney could own everything, and literally just about everything at this point. Well, it led to an hysterical photo, and I'm dating myself with this one, but it really isn't because it's a comic book cover. There's a comic book cover that I never knew existed. It's a Deadpool cover of Deadpool straddling Captain America. It's a cover I did not know existed until last night.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But he has this smirk on his face like, fuck yeah, and Captain America looks like all uncomfortable. It's so ridiculous.
Well, he's getting pegged. What did you expect?
It is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. Like, why the fuck did this exist? Like, why does this happen?
Oh.
Then I realized it's Marvel comic books and weird things happen in Marvel comic books. So this is the same one that had the weird Spider-Man wedding angle that they had. They pretty much showed that they were going to kill their daughter to save Aunt May's life. It was a weird storyline. It was a weird story.
Well, actually, it's because it had the one where they basically retconned his wedding.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then it ended up showing him their daughter, and then they retconned everything, so nothing ever happened. It was a weird situation.
Well, of course, it's because a lot of people threw a fit over it.
I guarantee people throw a fit over that. I can say this now because it's post the episode. I guarantee there are people that are fans of The Flash that threw a fit about the Barry Irish wedding. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck.
Oh no, I meant about him basically decided to get rid of his marriage to save Aunt May.
That's how the world works in the comic book world, doesn't it?
Well, no, the thought process behind it was, many of our fans are, teenage virgins and that, and they don't like to see their heroes married, so we'll get rid of all this character development.
Yeah, it's well, what's funny? I'm joking about the Flash wedding. There are people that are legit pissed. Yeah. That spoiler alert for people who have not seen Crisis on Earth X. I'm just throwing it out there. You've had time. It's the end of the holiday season. You've had time. Crisis on Earth X, pretty much the whole point of the background of Crisis on Earth X, besides Nazis attacking the Earth, that's a whole different story. Besides that whole major plot, Nazis from another Earth attacking. But anyway, besides that, the whole thing was Barry and Iris' wedding. Well, the 4-hour movie thing they did ended with them finally getting married, which is fine. That's the whole point. That's why we're here. That's the reason we came here to start this. Well, then they ended up, instead of doing the whole big ceremony again, they just did it simple. We're going to have someone, just one of our friends who actually happens to be ordained, marry us in the park with Oliver and Felicity from Arrow, and there'll be our witnesses. And we'll make it small because we did the whole over the top thing already, and the Justice the Peace we had got killed. But anyway, it was a weird episode. Anyway, so they do this whole thing, and then Felicity decides, because the whole other subplot was that Oliver Arrow, for those who don't know, he proposed to Felicity and she said no. So she said, "Fuck it," well, not fuck it, obviously, but screw it. Let's get married now too. And that pissed off Arrow fans. And not only did they get married, they got married off of their own show. Like, it wasn't even on their show. Like, oh my God. And they took the shine away from Barry and Iris. Like, people were so pissed about that.
I wonder if it's more they're pissed about it being off of their own show, more that they're living vicariously through the characters.
Well, that and the fact that they took the shine off other characters that this episode based around this entire time. So, it was 4 hours waiting for a moment, and then they changed it at the very end of the moment. So, all right. Well, that's that. We'll keep this one short because not a whole lot's going on the screen, and we're rambling. So, we are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Clerks Minute. Yes, I finally wrote it all down. And you can join the Clerks Convenience Store listener group, which we are having fun conversations over there on Facebook. And by the way, welcome all the new people that came on recently. We have a lot of people we don't know listening to this show. So hello to everybody. It's really, really cool that our audience has been going up and our Facebook numbers are going up and everything's going up. It's actually been really, really awesome.
Wow, people actually want to listen to us.
Yeah, people really enjoy it. Like what's going on is on Facebook. There's a community called the World of Kevin Smith for Kevin Smith fans and stuff like that. And I've been posting our show over there. And ever since I started doing that, we're getting a shitload more listeners. It's actually been really, really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fucking fun. So anyway, our show is part of the Filling the Void Podcast Network. We're available everywhere you can listen to a podcast. So listen to us everywhere, download. And also now on Alexa devices. Alexa, play Clerks Minute. Someone wanted to kill me for that. Anyway, support the show on patreon.com/Clerks Minute, where we are currently discussing the Clerks animated series. And go to TeePublic and buy our merchandise from the Blake and Sal Show store. And by the way, your design for, I'll say it, your design for the Chuli's gum, somebody bought a sticker. Recently, so that's pretty cool. So stickers, mugs, you name it, we got it. Go over there and pick one up. It's really, really cool, and all the proceeds go to us. Just kind of keeping things going around here. Maybe upgrading some equipment down the road. Maybe traveling to conventions. Who knows? We'll figure it all out. Anyway, that being said, we'll be back for our next episode on Wednesday. We'll continue on with our fun conversation here and see if Jay does anything stupid in the background on that one as well. Till then, thank you all for listening to Clerks Minute. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
I try to stay out of other people's affairs.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.